Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are. I want to say a big welcome to everyone on the call. Please indicate your name and where you connected from. Today, we have an incredible, entourage of speakers who are going to leverage on the capacities we have to tell us some great things about this community. In case you do not know yet about the essence of your presence here, these are first things you see on the screen. Okay, we have an incredible person, Enyanam Epiphania Sefenu, Mrs. She is an incredible woman. She's going to tell us about the great service of this project that we have, okay, and why we all have to be part of this incredible service. She's going to detail why you need to have this for yourself. And it is an incredible. Please, the first thing I want you to do, if you could do me a favor, take the link that you clicked and share that link on any WhatsApp group page that you belong to. Okay, share the link there, tell them that we are live. If you can, please do that, because there are so many people who need the benefit of what we have today, but they have not been reminded yet, and that is why they are not yet here. So if you could please remind them and put it on the page for them, and then people can actually be part of it. I will then discuss the essence of the timely project, the knowledge that we can gain, the personal growth, the networking with several people, and how much income you can make by being part. But beyond even the income, who you become in the process. In fact, who you are is your nature. What you are becoming is your manifestation. My name is Dr. K.O.A. Dr. Kokoa Inasara. I'm a lecturer and a professor in 4 universities. I'm a professor of artificial intelligence, business analytics, data science, and machine learning. And the first speaker will be Enyenam Epiphania Sefano Mrs. She is an nurse-dupreneur. She's one of the incredible nurse lecturers that we have. She's also an entrepreneur, okay, who is in Africa, who is championing women financial emancipation. Okay. Along the line, we'll have some people who will be joining us in an interview. So please share this link across the places that you are, and then we'll begin. So to set the ball rolling, I would like to invite Enyanam to take us through the initial part of the essence of our presence. Enyanam, please, back to you.
Thank you so much, Prof, for this wonderful introduction. And everyone, welcome to today's presentation. Okay, so why are you here? Why are you here? We all grew up with various dreams and aspirations in life. We have very big dreams to do big things in the world. But as we start growing, reality start dawning on us. It is easier to reduce the size of your dream than to what? Go out for it, because when your first salary hits your account, you look at it and look at your dream. The dream becomes what? Something that you can easily reduce. So we start calling what it contentment. So instead of being at the most expensive side of your town, wherever you are, you can put it in the comment section. Which area is the most expensive area in the city or town that you are in? Your dream of staying there, you start saying that, what if I live in a contentment, so let me stay where I am. But Gotbackup is here to tell you that those dreams that you buried, the dream of investing, the dream of having as many children as you want, the dream of taking your children to the best schools in your city or your country, bring those dreams up again, revive it, because if you have a good work ethic, above average work ethic, it is possible that you bring it, because they have a system. Gotbackup is a part of a company called Global Virtual Opportunity. They too wanted to expand their dream, so they started in what, Gothenburg, Quebec in Canada. But because of the largeness and bigness of their dream, they decided to move to Texas. It's an IT company, a technology company. So where do you see all these big companies like Microsoft? It is Texas. So they moved there to be able to expand their dream, and they own the property. They have 100%. They are riding Global Virtual Opportunity, which is God Backup, is riding on two big trends that is sweeping the world today, that you are aware of. You are holding a phone right now. The phone you are holding, it is something that generates data. And because of that, the phone usage of phone will not go. Some of us have one, two, three. How many phones do you have? Put it in the comment section. Some have as many as what, 6 phones. And when that happens, every phone you have, you generate data. If you type A, if you receive pictures, if you have music, documents, it is data that is generated. And this will keep increasing because of how technology is going. So anything that is in demand and supply is there, money also comes in. So the phone you are holding, there are over 8 billion phones right now, and it will not go down, because the next time you would like to have either another brand or what, another phone to help you go about your daily. Some people are saying they have 2 phones, some says one. You will not go back to zero. You would always add to it. And as you can see the statistics on the screen, it keeps increasing. It won't go back. This is where what money is. And every phone generates data. And in the data generation, we know data generation, it started from paper, then we started using what, pen drive, it went on to hard drive, external hard drive, and now we are in the era of cloud storage. Cloud storage is the era that we are in, and it's going to increase in the future. It is money that is generated. Look at the screen. 2022, $90 billion was generated. We are in 2025. By the end of this year, it will go to 166. In the next 5 years, it will go to 500, almost $500 billion. This is money. It is huge money, and this is where we are talking about. And currently we have less than 30 companies in the cloud storage era, a industry, because of how sensitive the industry is. And every phone that you have right now, your phone has become your alarm. Rarely do you see people buying alarm clocks. Your phone, you look on it. How many times? Over 100 times in a day. There are times that nothing is happening, no call is coming. Before you realize, your eyes go on your phone. We become so used to the phone. I keep saying that what? Addiction are in 2 phones. Some addiction helps to help your life. Some too come to deteriorate your life. Those ones are not good. Phones, we become so addicted to it that it becomes so uneasy. As many as 88% of people said when they are going somewhere and they forget their phone, they would go back and pick the phone. If you leave your phone in your house and you are going somewhere, will you go back for the phone, or you continue on your journey? If you go back to your house to pick the phone, put 1 in the comment section. But if you continue, put 2. I will go back. I don't know about you. Just put it in the comment section. So you can see that phone have become so addictive in our lives, and it's enhancing our lives. So we will keep depending on it. But the side of having phone that makes it easy for us is that we lose data on it. The phone you are holding now, if it falls, if you are not careful, you may lose the data because to go off and everything on it, you can't have access to it. As many as 45% of phone users, what they lose their data. And it is something when you experience it, I don't wish it on an enemy because I've experienced it so painful. Some are expensive, the data you've lost. And as much as what 5,700 phones every hour, phones get cracked. And some of the phone, when the screen cracks, that's the end. Your phones can get lost, they can steal, and that is the end of it. And this is where the relevance of cloud storage comes. Then when we come to the second trend talks about what? Having another stream of income. Whatever you are doing right now, if it's only one way you generate, it is a dangerous living in this era. America, that most people want to go to, as much as 42% of people are having what we call side businesses. That is what they add to their income. What of those of us who are in places that they will use multiples of our currency to get $1? It means that it is something that is very relevant, having a side business. And young people, which we call the Gen Z generation, it is now common. They've learned to what? Indulge in or partake in side businesses because the money we give them is not enough. So they are used to that. Because of that, these two major trends that will never run out. People will keep coming to use it. This is what God Backup is riding on. And God Backup say they have the potential to make your dreams reality. God Backup started in 2023, April. As we talk right now, we are in 154 countries. Ghana was the 82nd country in the world. We have 195 countries in the world. By the end of this year, it is possible that we can cover everywhere in the world. Which type of business can transcend this fast globally? This is what God Backup says. If you're on this call and your country is not among the 154 countries, start right now, because in the next 5 years, it is something that will be what? Global, and will start what? Going more and more in each country. This is where the secret is. So what is this all about? God Backup is a cloud storage is in the cloud storage industry. And in the cloud storage industry, you ask some of the icons, I'm sure you are familiar with it. Whatever you see that is familiar on the screen, just put it in the comment section. We have Dropbox, we have Google Drive. When you are using iPhone, then what? Yours is iCloud. And God Backup is just one of these ones. And now, the beauty about this. So, God Backup, when you put it, you juxtapose it with the other ones, what makes it so relevant? The first one is that God Backup is saying that they will give you 6 terabytes. I don't know if you know the size of, let's imagine one gigabyte. We are used to that one. 6,000 of it they are giving you, and you can share it with 6 different users. It doesn't matter where they are in the world, you can share it with them. And look, the amount you pay for it, when you compare with other services, it is something that what It is so economical. It will keep money in your pockets, and you can use it in multiple systems. So if you are someone, I use Windows laptop, I have Android phones. So what I can do is that I can use, but when you are using iCloud, the other services, you can't use it on it. Like iCloud, you can't connect your Windows laptop. You just use your Apple devices on it. That's all. God Backup is saying that whether you have Apple or iOS, whether you have Android or Windows or whichever operating system that you use, even Linux, you can have access to it. You can store your data with Google. And what the beautiful thing is that it is 100% automated. So when you install and start backing up, it does that. So far as you are connected with what? The internet, it will keep backing up your data, and it doesn't matter where you are in the world, you can have access to it. And the other beautiful thing is that even if you lose your phone, you lose your laptop, and you have this data saved, you can take someone's phone or laptop and access your data on it. The other services, this is not possible. And the beautiful aspect of it is that the data is so protected that it has the highest protection, or what we call encryption. It has a military grade, the grade that CIA uses to protect their data. That is the highest. It's military graded, so protected that you will not lose your data. And they own the data center 100%. This is very significant, and it has other plugin systems that you can easily use. And the other, no, you are paying for data storage, oh, but there's something very beautiful about this. God Backup says they have a system for you. You can email to people you want to do business, right? God Backup is providing a system that you can reach out to people anywhere. All you need is people's email. So we have something we call bulk emailing. These things are expensive. People pay for it. But God Backup is putting it as a bonus for you, and you can automate it such that even if you want it to run 20 years, it will keep running. And everyone, for instance, you are sending to what? 20,000 people at once. Everybody will receive their email with their names intact. So it will come like, hello. You can decide whether the person's surname or first name. Hello, Kofi. Hello, Kwame. Hello, what, Mariama. Whoever, the email will go to them like that. And the beautiful thing is that if you set it to go at a particular time, it will go to the person at that instant. If, for instance, you want Christmas messages, you can set it such that every 25th at the particular time of the day, it goes to those people, and that email can be going as long as you don't stop it. It will be there for you. And the beautiful thing is that it also has a system you can use if you're a researcher. God Backup has a system that you can collaborate, or you're a writer, you can collaborate with people all over the world at the same time. You can be writing a document, editing. You can translate your document to other languages. You can voice record. The things involved in the cloud for you, it is more than cloud service. That is the beauty of what we have in God Backup. Yes, you are deciding to use the service, God backup is saying it's not by force. You can decide that what you want only the system, which is very good. It's very good for you, and I'll always recommend it to anyone anywhere in the world. But there's something attached. At this juncture, I'm going to leave this point for someone who knows more about this to go on to tell you more about this, because he's someone who has worked the system and has gone to the highest in Africa, and he's going to explain it further to you to know more about this and what you can do with it. Prof, please, I'm handing over to you. Welcome, Dr. Kweku Ohene-Asare, to
Thank you.
continue this point.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Mrs. Enyana Mefani for your wonderful exposure, helping us to know the benefit of this service. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you a story. I want to tell you a story. Now, Gotbackup is a service, but it is a service that you can use to replace a service you're already using. All of us here are either using iCloud or Google Drive. Now, interestingly, some people don't even know they are using Google Drive. They are using it, but they don't know they are using it. Once you have Gmail and people send you WhatsApp, it goes to your Google Drive automatically. But some people don't know. What Gotbackup is doing is that it's saying that instead of using these things, switch and use Gotbackup instead. Because the benefits you will get are 14 times better than iCloud, 15 times better than Google Drive, 15 times better than Dropbox. I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. I've been paying so much, 3 times the price that I'm paying in Gotbackup. So after all, the price is cheaper. Now, for some people, they say that I don't have a lot of data. I don't think I need this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, you remember that California was burning some few weeks ago. Los Angeles was burning. Over $200 billion was lost. Sometimes we don't value what we have until we lose it. Your data is growing. Look at the time you got your phone and look at now. People are sending you pictures, videos, music all the time. You can see that the space is growing. And so you don't have to wait to get more space for your things to accumulate before you know that you need a space. Also, your phone can be lost. It can fall into water, it can break down. You need space. You need to be prepared before dark moment happen. Have you observed that these days they don't even have memory card slot on the phones anymore? The reason why they don't have it is because they want you to store your everything in the cloud. Wisdom is the ability to see what is obvious, even when it's a secret. I told you that I've been using Dropbox for 13 years. I recommended it to some of my students and my lecturers and my colleagues. For that 13 years, I was paid zero. I've been using Gotbackup for almost 1.5 years now. I've made over $26,000. Why am I telling you this? Because the next part of the Gotbackup program is an income generating community attached to it. It's not by force. But if you are here and you want at least $1,000 every month to add up to your current income, I would say do this. Do this. We have a system already in place. That system will help you. I've been doing it. I'm a doctor, I'm a professor, I'm in 4 universities. I'm busy, just like you are busy. But hey, if I can have, and I get more than my salary, by the way, if I can get interested income from here, even without working the way I do my normal job. So what do you think if a person wants some extra income? You can get $500. Convert that income to your local currency. You can get $1,000. We have people who are making 10,000. Okay, you can get $20,000, 30,000, 50,000, 100,000. Okay. It depends on what you want to do. But please remember, the work you do is not only your work, others will be helping you. And that is why a lot of people are making some very good income because you are doing work and you are taking leverage from those of other people. I'm going to show you how the income works. But before I do that, I want to share with you why you might want to do this. Your salary might not be enough right now. You might be hoping that the government will increase your salary. You have hoped and hoped and hoped and hoped. It has not gone up the way you wish. You want to build your house. You want to take your kids to one of the wonderful places in the world. You've dreamt and prayed and dreamt and prayed and dreamt and prayed. Some of us don't have $1,000 savings. But since I got into Gotbackup, I could save at least $3,000 monthly. Just put it down. My point is that dig your well before you are thirsty. Dig your well before you are thirsty. There are some people, when they get an emergency call that their parent, their mother, father, brother, sister, or a loved one is in a dangerous, healthy position. The person is dying and they need an emergency $2,000 right now. They don't have it. They don't have it. Even though they've worked for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, they don't have 2,000. They don't have $10,000. So what is the essence of working and then situations like that happen? The reason is because their job, you see, that guy who is making some good income, he's making some good income not because he's only an employee. It's because once he's an employee, he's also having a business. The businessmen and women are the movers and shakers of every economy. It's not about school all the time. School is great, but it's a stepping stone. Okay. Sometimes we go to school and learn and learn. We learn unnecessary things even sometimes. Tan theta, cos theta, pi r square, the parts of a grasshopper. Things that you don't use in real life. And still, many people will join Unemployed Graduate Association. Please, no matter how okay you are right now, no matter how things are great, no matter how you think God has blessed you now, have a backup, have a business. King Solomon had a business. Abraham had a business. Isaac, Jacob, Esau, all of them had businesses. King David was a businessman. The disciples were business people. They were in their fishing business. Have a business. Read a book called The Jewish Phenomenon. And you will understand why it is biblical. It's godly to have a business. So how does Gotbackup work? Well, the first thing you got to do is to get a service. That's the first thing. Get a service, install it on your phone, on all your devices. You can install it as many as 100 devices, 200 devices if you want. Second, tell your friend, family, co-worker, any stranger you meet on the street, get to know them, build a relationship with them, get their number, tell them you have a gift for them. They will ask you, what is the gift? Bring them here. Tell them that you want them to come and listen to this program, which we do every Sunday. We do it every day of the week. We even have the recordings. Tell them to watch and come and watch the live event. And when they come, your job is done. Our job will start for you. We will talk to them. We will educate them. When they ask questions, we will address it for them. That is the nature of the work. Your friends, your strangers, your neighbors, your enemies, tell them. Now, some of them will not be part of the Gotbackup immediately. Others will want to be part immediately. Whichever way it is, yours is not to expect too much from people. They have a choice to be part or not to be part. But you are going to get some income. If you want more people to be part of it, you just talk to more people and leave the rest to God. What will happen? These are the incomes you're going to get every day and every month. The income number one, you'll get it every day, depending on how you work every day. The income number 2 to 7, you will get it every month, depending on how you work every month. Let me talk about just 3 of this income. Let's take income number 1. Suppose you let me talk to the person for you. Please, your job is not to give the person any clue. Don't even tell the person it's about Gotbackup. Don't tell the person it's like Google Drive. Don't tell the person it's like Dropbox or iCloud. No. Don't tell the person it is about money. No, 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 it's not. Don't tell the person any clue. Just tell the person it's a gift. It's a gift you want to give to him. And if he wants the gift, you want him to join the Zoom or the YouTube call. That's it. Now, why? The reason is because in the beginning, you don't have a full understanding to explain the whole thing to the person. So if you start something you cannot explain further, you would let the person be angry. You cannot speak further. So what you want to do is to bring the person to us. We have a fullest understanding. We will explain in toto to the person. Okay. And it's true, you can easily switch from iCloud and Google Drive to come and use Dropbox. There is a migration portal that you can migrate and move all your things from this place to there. You don't have a problem with that. Now, when the person decides to get started, and I'm going to tell you how much the person will have to pay to get started. Okay, it's small, it's cheaper than all the rest, but it has some extra value. Your company will pay you $50 per person. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's say that each day you decide that you will just invite 20 people to come and have a look. Yes, not all of them would, maybe only one. Let me give you a clue. I have the highest people in the whole of Europe and that of Africa. I have the highest number of people. And how I do it is this. I speak to as many people. I invite as many people as possible. I don't invite 2. I don't invite 4. I don't invite 10. Every day I go for 20 minimum. Some will reject, some will accept, some will reject and later come back. Majority of those that will reject always come back eventually. Because you see, time and unforeseen occurrences befall all men. Some person may not be in a good mental position now, but they'll come later. When the first person decides to come on board, your first income is called customer acquisition bonus. It's $50 per person. Imagine you are getting $50 a day. This is income number 1 I'm talking about. Income number 1, just income number 1, $50 per person. The next day, you get another $50. The next day, another $50. Out of the 20, imagine 19 don't even listen to you. Only one out of the 20 a day. That is $50 a day. $50 a day is equal to $1,500 a month. A month. Professors don't make that money. Average doctors don't make that money. Average engineers don't make that money. So I have an understanding why it is important. And this is income number 1. Income number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, 6, 7 is crazy. Income number 2 is known as cycles. It is between $20 and $200,000, depending on how you work. Now, this is how that one works. Anytime you have sponsored one person and anybody in the team, even people you don't know, have sponsored another person, that person will be added to yours. So let me give you an example. Let's say that I have sponsored you and you have come into Gotbackup. You are enjoying the service and you decide to sponsor 2 people. And I sponsored 20 more people. My 20 will be added to your 2. And so you have what? 22 people. Every month you are going to be paid on those 22 people. Even if my other friends sponsor others, the company will pay you. That income is $20,000 to $200,000 on average. There's another income called cycle match. Cycle match is paid to you based on your effort of the people you have sponsored alone. Not everybody, but only those you have sponsored. Let me give you a clue. I make some significant income from my cycle match. Cycle match alone is more than my salary. My cycle match alone is more than my salary. So that should give you the clue. Cycle match, let me give you a clue. Suppose you have sponsored 10 people yourself. You sponsored them. And when I say sponsored, I mean you registered them into the organization. And you are a sapphire. Each one of these 10 people is making $1,000 of the cycle income. The company will pay you 25% of that, of each one. So that is $250 per person. And yet there are 10 people. So that is $2,500 every month on your 10 people. But if you are a double diamond or a diamond like me, you will not get 25%. You will get 100%. So if each of those same 10 people are making 1,000, you will get 1,000 times 10, which is $10,000 every month. Ladies and gentlemen, I have over 100 people personally enrolled, not 10. The reason why many do well in life is because they take action. Others take doubt. Doubt is belief. Doubt is belief. Taking an action and doing something is also belief. Belief is something you think it is true. So if you doubt what I am saying, that is your belief that is true. So you have the doubt that the thing is true. So as far as you are concerned, the thing therefore is not true. And you act on the basis of the doubt, isn't it? Because you move in the direction of your most dominant thought. You attract what you think about most of the time. If you think it's negative because your thinking will generate heat. It's called your subconscious mind heat. Your heat will generate feelings. Your feelings will create an emotion. The emotion will give you the action you will take, and the action will give you the result. I see this most of the time. Anytime I teach mathematical economics, some of my students don't like maths. They will tell me that maths is hard. One guy got up from the class and said, I know I'm going to fail. I said, don't say that again. He said, don't say what again? My mother failed. My father doesn't like. I'm going to fail. And truly, he failed. When I released the results, he came to my office and told me, didn't I tell you I'll fail? When you believe in doubting, you see, you are doubting. Doubt is belief. When you doubt, you orchestrate an internal mechanism that leads to an action. I beg you, have patience. Look at this thing carefully. It will reward you. Now, to be part of this, these are some of the amount you would have paid. Okay, the total amount, you get all of these benefits. The total amount would have been $1,999. However, Gotbackup says everything I've spoken about is just $119.97 for a whole year. Not for a month, not for 6 months, not for 1 month, not for 8 months. It's one whole year. For one whole year, $119.97, you get everything. You get a service. You get an income. Of course, the income doesn't come immediately. I must say, you have to work for the income. Because if you do nothing, you will get nothing. If you do plenty, you will get plenty. If you do little, you will get little. This is not a lottery. This is work. Every business project is work. If you are serious, if you want to build something for your family, if you want to create account, generational account for your family, I promise you, ladies and gentlemen, this will help you. You see, we have a lot of degrees, but degrees don't guarantee good income. Good income does not even guarantee stress-free life. What you get in addition to the income here is beyond the income. The support you get, it's just incredible. So here you have a service everyone needs. You have a project anybody can afford. Timing is everything. Timing is everything. Sometimes when something comes, some people are sitting on the fence. They are waiting for others to see whether the thing will go well or not. I remember when I started, 4 professors told me that this thing is crazy. They know I'm going to just, cry, and they are going to tell me I told you so. Later on, they saw my income ballooning. Okay, now all of them have become part of me. It takes grit to move on. Sometimes you got to throw all cautions to the wind. The cave that you fear is the one that holds the treasure that you desire. Write it down. The cave that you fear is the one that holds the treasure that you desire. Write it down. Sometimes in life, you got to fight your war before you can win your battle. God is not going to give any more manna. You got to fight your battle. So you got to ask yourself, is now the best time to back up digital? Look, as long as people are holding this mobile phone, the number of mobile smartphones in the world are more than the number of human beings in the world. So what does that tell you? It's called sustainability index. This company is going to be sustainable. Why? Look at Facebook. It's flying. All the AI, data is oil. Artificial intelligence is a new electricity in the world. As long as data is there, as long as Facebook is there, as long as Instagram is there, data, pictures, videos, document, data, pictures, video, document, it will flourish. And now let me ask you, do you think now is the best time to develop yourself? You see the way we are talking with pomp and pageantry. We are talking with zeal and confidence. We are talking because we are trained. This is a self-development program with a compensation plan attached to it. So you are developing your inner veil, the inner capacity. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a decision time. You have been fighting for so long. Look at your life. You've prayed. God has opened multiple ways. Okay. Sometimes we are waiting, but everything is right there in front of us. Don't blow it. Someone is praying to God to have the opportunity that you have right now. Don't choke it down. The word decide ends with the word side, like suicide, like homicide, like genocide. All of these words carry the idea of death. You are right now standing at the threshold of your own promised land. But you got to cross the Red Sea. It's tough to cross the Red Sea. It's tough to pass through your desert. But you will reach your promised land. You will reach the promised land. But you got to just first cross your Red Sea. Don't live in the bedroom of doubt. Don't live in the bedroom of inaction. Wake up. Wake up from the slumber and smell the coffee. Because you will realize that sometimes all you need to do, the reason why you don't want to do this is even the more reason why you got to do this. No one is coming. So at this stage, let me now go to Enyanam, and then I want to ask you, what message you do want to give to the people who are yet to be part of this God? Oh, by the way, let me show you something, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes if you are wondering whether people are making income, this is it. People are making income in Gotbackup. This is someone, okay? In April last year, the person was making $3,970 every month. Someone is making $7,000 every 30 days. People are earning good income. Of course, it takes some time to build up to this level. People are fighters. Remember, it takes time to build. It will not come easily. It will not come cheaply. But the fact that people, this organization next month is just 2 years. The fact that people are making this kind of income under 2 years alone, every month, should tell you that you too, if you stay the course for 5 years. Let me ask you, if you should stay in this project for 5 years and you are making $7,000 a month, is that worth it? Is that worth it? Look at it, the jobs we do. Some of us have worked for 10 years, 15, 20, 40 years. Do you think they ever made $7,000 every month? Life is about taking chances. I have realized that nothing in life is worth it unless you take a risk. You will lose at some point in life. Even if you don't do this thing, you will still lose at some point in life. You got to. Life is not a bed of roses. A woman goes through 9 months of pregnancy. It's not because it's fun. No. On the day of delivery, the child can die, the woman can die, and yet women continue to give birth by heart. You got to fight. In order to build a tall building, you got to have a deep foundation. Storms will come, but the oak tree says, bring it on. Storms make the oak tree grow deeper roots. Remember, tree grows in two ways. One is growing upward and is growing downward. The deeper it grows down, the higher it grows up. How deep is your foundation? So if you look at the torture involved, if you look at the struggle involved, who has succeeded in life, in anything, in marriage, in business, in employment, in spirituality, in relationship, in health, who has ever achieved sex packs once he's snoring? You got to take some risks. Jesus had to go through pain. Mahatma Gandhi had to go through pain. Nelson Mandela was confined in a solitary confinement for 27 years. You got to go through pain. Struggle is necessary. Pain is good. No pain, no gain. Pain is yogurt. Pain is ice cream. No test, no testimony. And so if you look at the challenges of life, you will not start, and therefore you will not end. And so let me ask you, what is one message you want to give to the people who really are thinking about being part of Gotbackup?
Okay. Please, if you are here and you are thinking about this, most of the time, people have the notion that they want to understand everything before they start. The fact is that no matter what information you get, you will not really know what it is until you start doing, because it is someone who says, I will do it, and someone who starts doing. By the time the person says, I will do it, the lessons that the person who is doing it now will learn will be more than whoever is coming later. This is the beauty of this. We all agree that we are in the era of technology. This is undisputed. If you don't have any, just go on online and look at the possibilities of having a business in the technology era or industry. This will scale up whether you do it or not. So why don't you get involved and start learning right now? As you get in, the knowledge will start coming, because you don't learn 5 before you come to 1. We start learning from 1. You start with 0, even 0, before you go to 1. And as you do that, the complexities as it comes, you build the knowledge from simplicity, and it gradually you get to understand the complexity of it. When I started there, when it showed to me, it was scary. I used cloud storage, but I didn't understand how you can make money from this, because it was new to me. So imagine, almost 1.5 years ago, if I had said, let me understand everything, and I start today, I'm presenting on it. Imagine, this is how your journey will be like. As you start doing, now I understand what when they talk about cloud storage, when they talk about encryption, when they talk about what data security, I understand, because I'm a nurse. I'm a trained nurse. That's what I learned in school. I didn't learn IT, nothing. But because I started the journey, now when I'm talking, you would think that I'm someone who have done a cloud storage or
And
AI or
AI.
something.
And AI.
Yeah, AI. Yes, I would never have gotten any knowledge on that. But just because I started, now new knowledge keep coming. New knowledge keep coming. And one day I'll become what? An IT consultant somewhere. Someone will choose me. I'm a nurse, but what? It's giving me that era, and it's giving me that broad vision. This is why you should start right now than starting tomorrow. And gradually the understanding will come, only if you are someone who is open to learning. If you are someone who wants to go on the journey of learning, forget about the money now. Learn it, the money will come. This is where the beauty is.
This is where the beauty is. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are yet to be part of this program, okay, I will encourage you to just do it. Whatever happens, tell yourself this: I'm going to do it. Whatever happens, should happen. How much is that starting amount? It's for a year. It's $120. How much is that? About 2,000 cities. Tell yourself, I'm about to throw my 2,000 cities away. I'm about to throw my $120 away. I know I'm going to lose, but I'm just going to give it a try. Whatever happens, should happen. Because sometimes fear is an acronym. It stands for false evidence appearing real. False evidence. Sometimes the reason why we don't take action is not because something will work or will not work. It's about our fear. We are afraid. Because we have seen it in the past. You understand? We have seen it in the past before. Somebody tried this thing before. It didn't work. Someone tried that. It didn't work. Not that the thing didn't work. Sometimes, majority of the time, they didn't work. Take school, for example. Some go to school. They don't study. Oh, I went to school. School didn't work. Not that school didn't work. I didn't work for it. Okay. So if you are willing, but if you are lazy, then don't start. If you are lazy, don't. If you don't want to work, if you think this is just an investment, forget it. This is not an investment. This is work. It will pay you abundantly. I can promise you that. But not just the payment, but who you become even in the process. Your speech, your quality, your conduct, your value, your knowledge, your wisdom. Higher, put that. These things, you will not even get any University of Harvard to bring those things to you. You will get abundantly more. I just paid $120. I've made over $25,000. So you get a point. That money is nothing. Money is nothing. Money is just a tool. But who you are is everything. You see, knowledge is infinite. That's why Hosea 4:6 says, lack of knowledge, my people perish. Anytime you're struggling in something, it's not about money. Child, I don't have money to go to school. Not that you don't have money. You don't have knowledge to have money. Because knowledge gives birth to value. Value gives birth to not money. So if you don't have money, do backward training, not forward movement. Else you go and steal. What you do is backtrace why you are struggling financially. And you come to realize that because you're not giving value. But how can you give value? In fact, what is value? Value is anything useful to the user. Okay, are you useful to the user? How many people know you? If Jesus was around today, how many people will know him on social media? Now you are around. How many people know you? So we teach you all this, the kind of things you learn. You become better person. You become better person in your marriage, better person in your job, better person in your other businesses. You feel the positivity you get here, you won't get it anyway. And so do become part of this now that this thing is starting. Okay, the total number of people in Africa alone is not up to 2,000. Think about that. Africa has over 1 billion people, and the total is not up to 2,000. So what do you think will happen by the time 1 million people have become part? The total number of people in Asia are not up to 1,000. Smell the coffee. Smell the coffee. Dig your well before you are thirsty. Dig your well before you are thirsty. Okay. Sometimes we wait too much because of fear. Fear can paralyze you. Fear can weaken you. Fear can demoralize you. You see, if a child is born and that child is just 1 year, and then there's a snake, the older people will be running away. But that 1 year child will not run away. Do you know why? The child will even want to touch the snake. Do you know why? Because fear has not been introduced into the cerebellum, the medulla oblongata, the cerebral cortex, the coconut of the child. The fear has not been introduced into his brain. So he knows no fear. That's why that child is not running from the snake. That is how God made man in the first place. God made you to be fearless because you are created in the image of a creator. And the creator is fearless. So you are supposed to be fearless. So the people that dare, the people that are not afraid, that's why Jesus had to face the situations. At some point, some fear was coming in. Then God said, Master, take away the fear. So sometimes you got to take out that fear and go all in before you go all out. That's the first thing. Now, what message do you want to give to the people who are already part of Gotbackup? And then we'll close.
Okay. Yeah. I often tell people that when you are ready for something, the thing comes in. You started this journey. We keep saying it's not an investment. It is work that you do. We are in an industry that what? It comes with your personal development and compensation plan attached. Whatever level you have right now, it is the knowledge you have that is bringing that income to you. To be able to make more of the income, it means you have to add knowledge. So if you are doing something and it's not working, and you are angry about it, talking negatively about it, it won't make it change. The only way the thing can change is that get that knowledge. Then the knowledge will help you solve your problem. Then when you solve it, now it becomes easy for you to do, and you can teach people. We are actually in an industry where when you get developed, you also help others develop themselves. And if they keep developing, the value they give to the world become more, and that is when the income starts coming. You can't be selfish in this venture we are in. It is something that helps us become selfless. And if you don't want to be selfless, then forget about the income, because the only joy, true joy, comes from serving others. If you decide that you want to do this business alone, we are leveraging. You can't do it alone. And in
Mm,
leveraging, you need others to leverage on the value they give. So
mm,
now, if you decide that your value won't come out, how can you leverage on others when you
mm.
yourself, you don't have that value you are giving? Now, how would you, won't that rather be the scam that you don't have, and now you expect others to have? Is it right? It is not right. So first we have to develop ourselves, then help those around us. Is that you are the average of the 5 people around you. Your people around you, how are they leveraging up? If they are not going up, don't count on it. And if you are someone who decided to partner with people, know that in that partnership you have a role to play, whether
Mm,
at the receiving end or giving end. You have a role. The question is that, are you fulfilling that role?
mm.
If you are fulfilling and it's not coming, that's when you can complain. But if you are not doing it and you expect, then that one is not right. There's no law in nature who says if you don't, you give nothing and you receive something. No, you have to give
Thank you.
something
Thank you.
before you receive something. That
Thank you.
is
Thank you so
something
much.
to know.
I
Yeah.
appreciate
Thank
that point. You spoke about leverage, and it comes from the word lever. Ladies and gentlemen, do you
you.
remember lever? Load, effort, lever, load, effort. Uh-huh. So that lever, it connects the load and the effort. So the load will move the effort comes down, the effort will move the load comes
Yeah.
down. That's leverage. So you have to help somebody. Okay. But let me promise you, if you have started Gotbackup, you will do well.
Yeah.
You will do well. As long as you are doing it, you will do well. As long as you are doing the actions, you will do well. People have not heard about it. Oh. Few people have heard about it.
Yeah.
Majority of people do not know about it. The world will
Very
come to know about it the same way people have gone to know Facebook. Facebook, it started like that. 3 people, they told him he's crazy. Today, 3.5 billion people are using it. Have you realized that the guy has now moved to the third billionaire? He's now billionaire number 3.
Mhm.
In fact, the last time he spoke in Harvard, do you remember what he says? Oh, by the way, he's Harvard's second most
True.
successful dropout. He said that when he gave a speech at the graduation for some of the students. He didn't ever graduate, though. Then they called him to come and give graduation speech. He said that when he started Facebook, he never dreamed that he was even ever going to become a billionaire. All he wanted was to help people.
Yeah.
What do you want? Is it the money or to help people? Check the people that have done well in life. They've all said Their goal was to help people. Jesus has done well in his life, sitting on the right hand side of God. What was his goal? To help people. What was the greatest help he gave? Kill himself, sacrifice himself for people. Mahatma Gandhi sacrificed himself for people. Nelson Mandela sacrificed himself for people. Okay, Bill Gates sacrificed himself to want to put a computer on every table. Mark Zuckerberg, the same thing. Elon Musk, the same thing. People who have made an impact in the world, they are, check the record, is sacrificing for people. I am begging you, you will do well, but be willing to die for your people. If you bring one person to this project, help that person. Sacrifice for the person if you are in it already. If you are not willing to help the person, sacrifice for the person, teach the person, connect the person to the leadership, support the person, train the person, remind the person to learn and learn along with the person. For example, you are coming here, have you called the person to come be part of this learning environment? If you are willing to do that, and you are willing to do that for everyone, if you are willing to talk on your own group page and speak and give value and give comment and give talking and give value, give comment, give talk, don't say that me, I'm shy, because you are not shy of money. You are not shy of $1 million. Okay? So be willing to put yourself out there, because success loves struggle. If you get any success without struggle, they'll put you in prison.
True.
They'll put you in prison. There's no success where you didn't struggle. That is prison. It's called lottery. So you either go to prison or you get a lottery, which you will squander quickly. It always happens. The lottery finishes quickly because they don't struggle. So struggling itself is a kind of a build-up position, isn't it? It's like it's stretching you. You remember the thing John C. Maxwell said? He says that success is like a rubber band. In a rubber band, it is when you stretch it that it becomes better. You stretch from all angles. Then the thing becomes You look at arrow. Before the arrow can go far, you got to stretch it backward. That's how life is. So you got to go back. You got to go back. You got to go back. You got bang. Then God releases you. And when you are going oh. The same thing with a high jump. Before you can jump the high, you need to go down. So you run. When you're getting closer, you come down. Then you jump. Imagine you get there and you stand the way you are standing there. You can't jump. But you got to go down before you jump. So life itself is a lesson. Look at tree. The deeper the tree is going, the higher it is climbing. Life is a lesson. Come on. So you can't have it on a silver platter. So for me, whenever I see struggle, pain, agony, I say, bring it on. I say, bring it on. I say, bring it on. You got to be ready for it. That is what God himself went through. You see, he's powerful. He can stop the death of his son. But he has to go through pain himself. Oh. Invisible, powerful, immortal God has to suffer. He who can stop pain has to go through pain. The immortal is going through pain. And you you don't want to go through pain. Okay. Your God who made you went through pain. He's willing to go through pain. And you want it cozy, peasy.
Ice cream.
How can you let him, how do you think he's going to be happy? Sacrifice for today. Enjoy tomorrow. Okay. It's called the difference between instant gratification and delayed gratification.
Yeah.
So you see, we are here, we are struggling, we love it, it's good, it's sweet, I'm telling you. Yeah. But that delayed gratification will come. When people start seeing you, they'll start saying, you are lucky, oh. Hey, as for you, you
Mm.
are lucky, oh. You are lucky, oh. You know what somebody said? How come I'm a doctor and a professor? As for me, when I talk to one or two people, they should come on board. So why come I'm saying that I have to talk to 20 people? Yes, the fact that I'm talking to 20 people means that I don't get many people on board. And so in order to get some on board, I need to speak to many people. It is life. It is what it is. Don't change it. Life is never going to be easy. Don't try it. People have tried it. It never worked. People have tried it to make it easy. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. If you do what is hard, coming over and again and again, people laughing at you, people teasing you, people objecting to you, people, rejecting you, people telling you are a fool, people telling you will never work. If you keep coming, moving, struggling, pushing again and again, you become the Chinese bamboo tree. The people will see you and they tell you, I told you it's going to work. I knew the way you were going, I knew you were going to be successful. I knew you were going to make an impact. I knew, and God has actually answered. The same people who said, impale him. The same people who said that, don't impale. So you got to understand the life that you are living. It's not a bed of roses. If you want it easy, please go back to your mother's womb. A great man once said that man born of a woman is short-lived. Man born of a woman is short-lived. Welcome to the world of pain, because that is where you move the P and you replace it with J. And what's your final message?
Okay. So my final message is that 2025 has started. You said this is your year. We are in the third month. It is what you are doing now that will change your 2026. So if you have not started, if your dream you had for this year is going to the dustbin, please go and revive it and start right now, because you can change something only if you start. If you don't start, you won't know how it will end. So start right now. Then next year we'll say we did our all this year.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say a super thank you to all of you who have been giving some powerful comment. Patrick, Ethel, you have been giving some incredible comments all across the pages there. Abudu, Latif, you've been giving some incredible comments throughout the process. Ellis, I've been giving some incredible comments throughout the process. I appreciate all of you who have been making some great comments throughout the process. Thank you so much indeed for coming. We are going to be live again exactly a week. On Monday, there is a presentation. On Tuesday, there's a presentation. On Wednesday, if you need help, please contact me, contact any of the leadership. Okay, contact us. We are there for you. We are willing to sacrifice because we know the value of sacrificing. We are willing to sacrifice for you if you are willing to sacrifice for yourself. Okay, and we will do the glory messages together. I'm telling you, you will do. Your glory will come. Your joy will come by the end of this year. Once you go through these processes, if you're willing to be baked, if you are willing to be bent, if you are willing to be salted, you will be tasty. If you are willing to be salted, you'll be tastier. Okay, because that is how greatness is born. It's born out of adversity. Greatness is born out of adversity. Greatness is born out of adversity. Okay, no pain, no glory. No pain, no glory. No pain, no gain. No pain, no gain. No testimony. Okay, so we will reach the Rubicon. We will cross past even the Rubicon. But are you ready to be baked? Let's put in the action. Starting tomorrow, make a call to 20 people. Tell them you have a gift for them. When they ask you what is a gift, tell them on Sunday, I want you to join this YouTube call. That's it, and bring them to us. We will levitate and gravitate into their direction for you, and they will get this knowledge. The knowledge you are getting, that you're excited now, they will get this knowledge. And that knowledge will revolutionize their entire mental disposition. and they will take an action out of it. Thank you so much, Mrs. Enyinam Epiphany, for being on this call. I'm always excited when I have you, and then when we are sharing together, because this is what it is. That sacrifice that we do, that is it. And we are happy because there's more happiness in giving than there is in receiving. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much indeed for being on the call. Monday, okay, it's a very tough day for a lot of people. Okay, they say thank God it's Friday because Monday is a painful day. On Monday morning, the heart attack rate rises by 35% because people are going to jobs they don't like. But you have a business project in addition to the job. Value your business, because your business will create your fortune. Your job will pay your bills. Your business will create your fortune. So value it, put more emphasis on it, and in the process, build you more. When you build you more, you who has been built will build your project more. Thank you so much indeed, and have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye.